Deuteronomy 28 verse 43, as I said, we have dominion over the earth. We're supposed to have dominion over all the earth and its inhabitants. Why are we at the bottom of society, in the ghettos, the slums, in the projects, right? Why? Why all nations are ruling over us? This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 43 says, the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Right? The heathens that's among us are going to get up very high, and we are going to be brought down very low. Right? It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail, meaning all nations are going to be the head. Right? They're going to rule over us, and we're going to be the tail. We're going to be at the bottom. Understand that? But why did that happen? Why are all nations ruling over us? Why are we at the bottom? Alright? When you read Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, I think the 6th verse, it says, finally is set in great dignity. Right? We're supposed to be ruling. We're the kings of the earth. Why are we not ruling? Why is the servant ruling over the king? That is folly. Folly is foolishness. Right? It says what I said. Why is that happening? Why are our servants ruling over us? Verse 44. And he shall, let me read that again, verse 44. And he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Alright? They said this is happening until you are destroyed. But why is it happening? Why? It says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, right? To keep his commandments and the statutes which he commands thee. Right? So the Lord said, because we did not keep his laws, statutes, and commandments he gave us, he brought us down low. You understand? And our people still not keeping God's commandments, still not keeping his laws, statutes, and his judgments. Why? You still got homosexuals walking around, roaming up, and get protection. Right? And my people, like they're turning into faggots every day. Every day somebody new coming out the closet. Some athlete, some entertainer. That is madness. You understand? That is madness. And you know what? And they're being propped up. They're being propped up as heroes, as something righteous. When God said that is folly, that is said in great dignity, man. You understand? That is wicked and that is evil. And you know what? They're going to be put to death for it. Understand? God is going to kill them. Understand? God is going to kill them. All faggots, homosexual, lesbian is going to be killed. And that is being pushed hard in society today. And I'm not biting my tongue or mincing my words for no one. But God said, right? Faggot, homosexual, and lesbian should be put to death. America, give them rights. Give them protection. Right? And prop them up. Right? Put them on a pedestal and make them heroes. Understand what is God eyes? That is folly, that is an abomination, and they're going to be destroyed. Right? Now let's step back to lamentation. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Right? It said the punishment of our iniquity, right, is accomplished. Meaning it's ended, it's finished. He will no more carry thee away captive. Meaning we're not going to put in slavery anymore. We're not going to be in bondage anymore. right? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So he said, now, right, he's going to look on Edom, the one who had us in bondage, one of the nations who had us in bondage. Now it's time for Edom to be visited for their iniquities and their sin. And who is Edom? Edom is the so-called white man, right? His biblical nationality is an Edomite, right? He's an Edomite. That is the so-called white man, biblical nationality. He's an Edomite, right? And the Most High is going to visit his iniquities, all right? To sum it all up, what is his iniquity? What is the white man's iniquity? There's so much to list. There is so much to list. I could go on for years. I could go on for years, right? Listing the white man's wickedness, all right? But sum it all up in a nutshell. Let's get Obadiah. So how is Esau going to be cut off forever? Right? How is Esau going to be cut off forever? This is the Obadiah 1 verse 9. It says, and thy mighty men, O T-men, shall be dismayed, because it ends that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So by slaughter, or the Edomites, which is the so-called white man, going to be cut off forever. Right? And that's the time we're in right now. Right? When Edomites are going to be cut off forever. Right? Let's get Joel. When the Lord is going to judge all nations, the third World War, right? And then what's going to take place? It says, Isaiah 34 verse 4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And you're looking at that in this picture right here, right? All the nations going to be rolled together as a scroll. Understand? America will be destroyed in the Third World Nuclear War. Read it again. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf that falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the tree. Right? For my soul shall be bathed in heaven. The word bathed there in Hebrew, razah, right? Which means saturate, right? For my soul shall be saturated in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Who is Idumea? Edomite, right? This is not the Lord's soul is going to be bathed in heaven, right? The Edomite, right? The so-called white man. Its home shall come down upon Idumea, and upon all, and upon the people of my curse. The judgment again is going to come down upon Edom, right? The Edomites, upon the Lord's cursed people, right? Who are the cursed people of the Lord's judgment? Edomites, right? Let's get Zechariah 14th chapter. Zechariah 14 and 12, right? Decided to read that what it says. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem. This is going to be the plague where the Lord is going to smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. In the picture of Terminator 2, right? Sarah O'Connor's dream, right, when she saw the nuclear bomb exploding, right, and it blew the flesh off her bones and her tongue back in her mouth and the eyes back in the holes. This is what it's talking about. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall be consumed away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall be consumed away in their holes, and their tongue shall be consumed away in their mouth.